Need to do it again because of my OCD. I need to do it again because of my OCD. Okay, bye. Press. Okay, bye. So, last time I played, I failed to beat the Predator boss at the end of this map. So, let's try again, shall we? And, and you know what's scary, I thought just before? Last time I played, I was saying that the Predator looked like a scary cyborg. The Predator boss at the end of this map looked like a scary cyborg in his heavy armor with his red light aiming his plasma caster at me. But I had a scary thought just then, just before, that if in this game at least, the Predators couldn't survive with their wrist computers surgically removed from their forearms, that would essentially make them cyborgs in this game at least, wouldn't it? Duh. Yeah, so that's not good at all. And I wonder how many floors down we actually are, because it only seems to count once we get to the third one from the top. Maybe. So, yeah, I was thinking though, wondering the other day, no, I have thoughts to see if this game isn't actually canon though. Like, if Predators are supposed to be able to remove the wrist computers according to the official canon, then I suppose they wouldn't be they wouldn't be cyborgs really, but they would be cyborgs in this if they can't actually remove the wrist computers, wouldn't they? So yeah, very scary indeed, I think. Don't think I hit it, but let's get our health anyway. And with how I feel rested now and how I analysed my video before, I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can win against this Predator boss. Stop making your scary sounds, trying to intimidate me, Predator. Your days are numbered, you troublesome hunting Predator, you. Just hacking the lockers to get the supplies that we need. Also, I remember that we get 8 grenades from that stash, which is in the place where we fight the. Oh, I just remembered these are empty. These lockers. Oh, and by the way, I want to see, because this console causes this hatch to break. I want to see if maybe we can get in there or something, like if it leads to a secret if we pull it. See, it's open now. But if instead something scary happens, I could get attacked by a predator or something. Or see a predator's face up close, looking all cybernetic and scary. To be able to not stood right under that open grating right now, in fact, isn't it? But I don't think I am. So let's just wait for our lamp to recharge and then we can do it. Don't really understand the point of this if I can't get in there. Or is it just a... Steam isn't hurting me though, I don't think. Notice how I'm playing in the dark again. So this makes it scarier still, not knowing what might be up there. And we can't pull that valve at all. Or damage it, or... Don't ask me what the point of this is then. Next time I'm going to try not even pulling that switch and then see what happens. No thanks. Yes, sir. Or I'm meant to reload, not get the torch out. Here we are. Can we destroy this, by the way? No.
Oh my god. Looks like the console's fried too. You're gonna have to get to landing bay 3.
This time I'm gonna try not even triggering that console over there and see if it makes any difference, since all it seemed to do last time was pull those shutters down over that window. So let's head off.
Go through the landing bay. Head for the APC doors below you on the left.
I managed to get a hit on the Predator while he was hitting my friends. Wait a minute. That soldier that we usually see getting killed hasn't been killed here. And that means I won't get extra grenades to help me in the final fight against the Predator. I wonder if we go back in and go to the window, we'll be able to trigger him to come and get killed so I can get those grenades even after I just shot the Predator like that. What? The shutter's down and... Oh, but now they're up again. Now I pulled them up again. Makes you wonder who pulled them down though, doesn't it? That was a bit excessive, wasn't it, Predator, eh? Needing 3 of those plasma projectiles in order to kill him, rather than just the 2 that you usually use to kill him. And is it just me, or did those projectiles come from over there? And yet the Predator's supposed to be up there, isn't it? Let's see if it's actually up there still. Can't see it. Yes, it would appear to be gone. Oh no, I meant to reload. Was kind of funny that though, wasn't it? How we triggered the Marine to come out and get killed, even though it hadn't happened the first time I came out like that. Just get these extra supplies in here. This tower, sooner or later, I'm thinking I might even try the shotgun at some point against the Predator. Seems like he isn't there, so... Are the shutters actually down in that window? I should have looked when it was out there, shouldn't I? Not gonna waste that time, though, going back there to check this time. I'm
picking up an energy surge just ahead. Be careful.
Let's just move on with this boss fight for the end of this map. And hopefully I can win. Was that a hit? Think he's gone for the time being? Wonder if I hit him there when he was jumping. These are tense times. That was a hit. Oh! Wasn't expecting him to fire while he was in the air. Oh, missed with the grenade. Oh! How did that go round the corner? How did this projectile go round the corner, the stupid newbie cheater? You're not playing by the rules. I'm going to try the shotgun, I think. Hiya! Oh yes, you didn't like that, did you? Where is he? Oh, you stay away. Where is he? Oh! I'll try the smart gun. Stop with the Friday the 13th music game. Oh! Oh! Stop coming at me, bro. Oh yes, I've done it. Yes, how do you like that, baby? Yes, read it and weep. His eyes closed. Oh no, they're just really squinty. I wonder what's happened to his armour. It doesn't look as thick all of a sudden now, or maybe he was just a really buff predator or something. His face got kind of strange then, didn't it, when I'd killed him? Yes, and he's left his mask behind. It's a shame we can't use them, we can't take them as trophies, isn't it? You know, like predators like to take the remains of humans as trophies, and we can't destroy them or anything. I'd like to take his combi stick and use it as a weapon or something, or trophy, whatever. Anyway, I'm almost dead, but I've won. So, I want to look at this place in more detail now that there's nothing to be afraid of. I doubt that xenomorphs would start appearing now after all, now that the predator's dead. That's a very big vent over there on that wall, isn't it? I wonder if this door in this sideways corridor is unlocked now that I've killed the predator. Not gonna go back there though and waste more time. I'm scared the predator might respawn, in fact, if I go too far back. Thought I heard music for a second there, maybe, and then I thought I saw a figure running over there. But I'm probably just imagining these things around tents and all. I wonder if that shotgun blaster I hit him with did a load of damage. You know, if I was able to finish him off with the smart gun and all, even though one of the last times I fought him, did I just hear a deep breathing sound then? Or was it just my breath under my speech? Not quite sure in this day and age, baby dolls. Wonder if I can shut this door behind me. No. Oh, that's a bit of a swizz, baby dolls. Wonder if the predator jumped over this big gap here. Very scary, moody looking place, this, isn't it? What was that sound? Sounded like a bit of a hissing sound. It's just a game, probably just a game trying to make me nervous and scared. Or maybe it's the predator's ghost haunting me because he's mad at me killing him. Or I wonder if he'd respect me for managing to kill him. What? Why did my movement sensor just beep? Yeah, I guess. What? Why does it keep doing that? Yeah, seems like it's right in front of me, though. And yet the Jeep isn't moving, though. Could I be causing something to move in it when I push against it or something? Not sure. Still, enough wasting time with this Jeep, I think. Oh, I'm on it now. That was a very skillful jump, wasn't it, eh, baby dolls? Still, it was for nothing. It's like the game didn't even intend for you to get on top of this Jeep, isn't it? Where I'm stood on the back of it, and yet I'm still so high that it's like I'm stood on the top of it, on the top of the cab, pretty much. Intriguing trees, Batman, I say. I am starting to think, though, that this place, with it being an awfully tense boss arena, kind of, though it isn't really meant to be studied and scrutinised like this, and for supplies and that, I should just be heading on, but I'm not one to play by the rules, am I, baby dolls? Those flashing red lights over there add an extra eeriness to the mood, don't they? I wonder if they're sending out communications or something. Why is this just a flat panel here? Oh, it must be part of the foundation of this netting here. No. I've lost the torch for the time being. That bit of music sounded kind of sinister and scary just then. That little whine of the music. Oh? What was that sound? And I like a hiss again. Unless it's just a scary ambience. Can I actually jump upward through this netting? Though I jumped higher than I thought I'd be able to do just then. Yeah, unless it was just because I was crouching in the midst of my jump. Yeah, that was probably it. Let's be going then. I thought those were feet on the netting above me then. What can I say? I'm nervous after the order I faced just then. Kinda tense and whatnot. And at least now that we're heading up here, we aren't being chased by a predator wanting to kill me by shooting me with its plasma caster shots from behind. The dastardly deceiver that it was. Looks like we're done here then. But what if there's like enemies after the orchard that I have to kill? And do I end up being killed by them and then end up having to fight the boss, the predator again, and end up having all kinds of trouble because of it? Now that would be tragic. I wonder if I could have actually went through that door when the predator was still alive and chasing me that time in my last video. I do like these kind of tower-like things above though, with the red lights flashing. Don't ask me why, I just like the look of it. What? Oh no. Oh. Yeah, I thought this was over. And now we have chances of dying to enemies again. My heart was really in my mouth there with those xenomorphs. Hence why I started firing with the flamethrower a bit, probably before I really needed to. That looked like one of our fellow Marines, though, who came out running with the xenomorphs on his tail, didn't it? Still, even though they managed to kill him, at least they didn't manage to take him back to the hive for implantation. So we should be grateful for that kind of a small favour anyway, if nothing else. This one's locked, it appears. Or maybe that door just wouldn't have opened if the predator was still alive, maybe. That's the kind of thing game programmers would probably typically do in these kinds of situations and circumstances, isn't it? This does look like it could be a loading screen though that I'm heading into now, hopefully anyway. Yes, I didn't get to pick up that gun now. That looks like that transmitted at the, what's it? Synthetic planted.
I set those charges, right? I don't like this one bit.
It wasn't an accident, man. Rykov's leaving us to die.
You picked a hell of a time to be right about something.
That doesn't bode well for my friends, does it? Loose ends. Getting early in the morning now, isn't it? 1:25 a.m. It could have at least given me all my health back, game. In the time, with it this being a new map and whatnot. Anyway, let's look at our mission objective to update ourselves on the situation, eh? Baby dolls. Weyland-Yutani debriefing. The incident, boy. Appendix I. Scientific journals, boy. It sounds like a scientific analysis of the praetorian class of xenomorph, boy, which indicates that I'll probably end up fighting it, or her, in this map, maybe. The praetorian is the warrior of the hive, tough, massive and ferocious, boy. However, she is born quite humbly, boy. Under the right pheromone conditions, runners and drones undergo a molting process extending over several years, boy. During this time, the xenomorph skin thickens and hardens, boy. As the praetorian enters mid-phase, it emits its own behavioral pheromone, which in turn enrages the hive, boy. They sound like they're awful insecure, Dan, and easy to rile up. Most praetorians die during this phase, boy. One strong enough to escape will wander the surrounding environs until her shell completes its hardening, boy. Then, with a skin capable of reflecting small arms fire and a temper to match, she will return to assert her presence in the hive, boy. I always thought that sounded like quite a badass life story for praetorians myself. And from what we saw in that cutscene just then, it seems like our team have been lured into that hive where that synthetic human planted that transmitting device. So it's like Rykov and his dastardly mercenaries are trying to lure my fellow Marines to their deaths in the hive, isn't it? Like they want to be rid of us to cover up evidence, and that blood under the door doesn't bode well for our current predicament, does it? Bodies. Not a welcoming sight for me after what I've gone through. Music. Gets those sounds. Bullets. Action. Fighting. Possibly. Marines in danger. Die. Yeah. I was probably too late to help my fellow Marines, but at least we're close to done, and at least I'm still alive, despite getting hit, despite my low health. And we dispose of these corpses. Any excuse to procrastinate after all. Oh, this one. It looks quite a bit like Duke. Our rival, I suppose you could say. Our lover boy, as Sergeant Hall would accuse us of being in regards to him. This corpse seems well and truly indestructible, doesn't it? Producing a lot of blood as well. Even and also kind of exposing technical faults and glitches to a degree, where the blood was in places where it shouldn't have been, while splattered on the side casing of this console here. Why can't I clearly see your face with my torch on? They're all very muscular and manly, our fellow Marines, aren't they? Just like we are, Harrison. Is this chair destructible? Like the ones earlier in the game were? Because now I have an official vendetta. I have an official vendetta against the chairs in Aliens vs Predator 2. After how I got stuck in that one in my last video and had to kill myself to escape. But it seems that chair's quite indestructible. So let's examine the consoles. Those aren't openable cupboards. And neither are those. Let's check for lore on the floor. I felt my smart gun locked onto something there, but probably just my imagination. What's with this exposed circuitry everywhere? Is there a person I saw over there just then, or just a lit up doorway? Not a good time for my lamp to run out of battery when I'm surrounded by darkness, is it? This seems like a nice place where I could cower, though, away from the xenomorphs. You know, if I happen to run out of ammunition or whatever. What was that? Sounded like footprints somewhere. Best not lose focus here. Looks like we have a nice skylight at least up there. Could imagine the game wanted to jump scare me and having xenomorphs leap in here through there, couldn't you? Strange how seems like the acid blood couldn't melt through this floor. And yeah, I think it's melted through floors like this in other instances in the game. More futuristic coffee machines here. Wonder why they have different letters on them. Must mean like different flavours of coffee, maybe. to be hoped we get to the hive in time to save our friends, isn't it? Right, that's a nice touch, how I can actually hear the static from these screens. Just wanted to check to see if I could break the staticky screen. I'll leave that one going though. Although I wonder if flamethrower would break. The flamethrower would break it. No, that's intriguing. Realistic. Anyway, I think. Although in real life, there'd be burn marks all over that screen, wouldn't there? But I digress, Sonny Jim. I do so digress indeed. Let's press on this way. The only way we can possibly go. Looks like we've got some arcade machines up there. I wonder if they have Final Fight here. If so, it might be worth seeing if I can complete it on with 1 credit here. Well, while I rest from fighting the xenomorphs, eh? Oh, what's happening? Oh, fighting. My fellow Marines are fighting. Oh, I was too late for them. That's what I get for pretty much wetting myself as soon as I hear the music, isn't it? I'm too late to save my fellow Marines. More shotgun shells, how nice. Checking the nooks and crannies again. Oh, these aren't arcade machines after all, are they? I wonder if we could, log onto the internet though and download the ROM file for Final Fight and the multiple arcade machine emulator and then play it on these screens maybe. That way I wouldn't be wrong, at least technically speaking, baby. Just had a bit of a hiccup there, Sonny Jim. Floor access, eh? Why was I moving so slowly just then? Seeing if I can climb onto this slopey bit of wall here, but clearly I can't. Wonder if I can climb onto this slopey bit of machine then. No. Anything on top of it? No. And I wonder if I can destroy these screens, this type of screen. Those are just too high for me. Oh no! Don't expect to destroy the whole thing, the whole monitor. I just thought I'd smash it or something. And there's no more on the floor, is there? Not that I can see at this point in time. Now a good time for my lamp to go out. Ah, smart gun bullets. I must have been pretty low on them if that brought me to 216 bullets. How could those fellow Marines of mine have lost to these xenomorphs if they had a smart gun? I mean, this thing near enough kills them for you itself, doesn't it? Well, that's the case with any gun pretty much, but I digress, baby dolls. And is there any lore on the floor around here? Not that I can see at this point in time. Upstairs we go then. That door looks like it's openable. So let's check this way. Oh, what's a nothing here too? Wonder if we can jump onto these consoles from up here. Yeah, that's nice. Obviously I wouldn't want to fall behind them though, would I, and get stuck? Back upstairs we go for a more thorough analysis of the place then. Not gonna waste time trying to destroy that chair though because of how the chairs have been indestructible more often than not lately, haven't they? Another drainage pipe, it looks like, maybe. Let's just check for lore on the floor then. More acid markings on the wall, it would appear. Interesting how we're seeing a lot more Marines now though, isn't it? I didn't think there was so many of us when we were first arriving at this planet, unless it's like reinforcements arriving here from extra additional ships or something. Okay then, let's get out of here. Hopefully I'll find more health. More soldiers. I'll try and help you this time. Oh, back off, aliens. Oh. Oh, they all died. Oh, what was that? What was that explosion sounding thing? Like an impact or something? But yes, you've got to admire how I managed to pluck up courage that time and go charging off to help my fellow Marines, even though it cost me half of my armour and a little bit of my health. I thought I was going to die there, though, when that runner was trying to get around me so that it could attack me from behind whilst avoiding my smart gun locking onto it. And just like that, their bodies are gone too. Have they done damage to this door? Makes me wonder if eventually they'll break through the aliens or something. And another locked door, so it'd seem like we're going to have to go down. Fellow soldiers over there. Anything of interest up here though before I join them? Seems not. No more on the floor or anything. Okay, then I'll be down there shortly, friends. Trying to stay alive. Wonder if I'll be able to climb down this ladder without being attacked. Thought I was going to fall down it for a second. I was afraid there'd be big long corridors here. By which xenomorphs would have been able to attack me from. Fortunately, that isn't the case. Very dark down here though, isn't it? That's because if there was a light there, it's broken now. Can always use a flare though. Is this openable? No. And this door's locked. Let's be going then. I wonder if there's anything actually under these gratings which I can see through a bit. Probably nothing of interest, except for if you're a xenomorph.
Harrison?
I'm coming to help. Wasn't fast enough, though. And just like that, I've lost even more of my armor. Makes you wonder if it's a smart thing to use the smart gun in situations like this, where we have our fellow Marines out and about, where the smart gun could maybe potentially move onto them when going from alien to alien. Anyway, I've switched over to the pulse rifle because of how we've got so low on the smart gun now that they probably wouldn't have enough bullets left to kill one xenomorph, I don't think. And we don't really want to be caught needing to change weapons when we've got a xenomorph attacking us, do we? No, that really would be the kind of situation that nightmares are made out of. At least we're at a lighter corridor now. Not that it helped my fellow Marine, did it? I just wonder where they could have come from, doesn't it? I'll take out the flamethrower now, though. You know, just in case we don't come across more Marine, just in case we come across xenomorphs before we come across our fellow Marines. Since the flamethrower's better at warding them off than the pulse rifle is, from what I've experienced so far. To think all these aliens have fought so far, and still there's the praetorian out there, the biggest and baddest of most of them, pretty much. Bigger and badder than most of them. That's not a nice thought. What's with that computer station up there? I can see that computer screen. I wonder if it was actually up there at some point, or if we have to go up there. I wonder if that's where this mainframe or power generator plugs into, maybe. It's of no interest, though. Any lore on the floor, baby dolls? At this moment in time, not usable. So that door's locked, so let's head on in this one. I remember this. I think we do come across Marines here, so... Oh no, that's the Praetorian. Or maybe it's down there where we come across soldiers then. Still, let's shut the door behind us so that the Praetorian shows up. He'll have to break through there. That's unless the Praetorian is ahead of us, which will be quite a shocking experience. Did I get on this? Yeah. Oh, I was up there for a second. Intriguing trees, baby dolls. Can't turn the valve because this isn't Half-Life, and therefore the valve isn't going to be used as part of a puzzle, is it? Why can't I jump while I'm on this? Well, I guess it's time to press on then. Could imagine xenomorphs coming through there at some point. Although, I will keep the pulse rifle out, just in case I come across Marines, like I think I remember doing. Yeah, let's get going. Could imagine them breaking through that as well. I'm a natural born explorer, baby dolls. Just what I don't want to see. A long, dark corridor ahead of me with no walls up ahead except the ones I've progressed a long way. Just a little bit at a time with my exploring. What's with that hatch? Okay. I'll have chicken soup, please. And speaking of supper, I'm going to have to do my rituals soon when it gets to midnight. My OCD rituals. Probably not smart to have my pulse rifle out when my health's so low and we're dealing with fast, dangerous, lethal xenomorphs, is it? Let me get up here. Or do I have to use the light as a platform to help me get up there? Like so. Still nothing of interest though. Okay, let's look for lore on the floor. None that I can see again. Yes, I better press on further then. Oh, I remember this as well. I think we're near to where we get the minigun. And I think that means we're getting towards the end of the map, maybe. So I'm progressing alright. Don't like how it's all open, this room though, with different sections to the room. Can't remember us finding other marines being belaboured by xenomorphs here either, so I'm gonna bring out the flamethrower for more efficient protection from the xenomorphs, I think, from this point. Just practice my jumping for physical fitness while waiting for these lamps to charge up. And And there's no more on the floor, I don't think, is there? No. Bit of indigestion there, baby dolls. Oh no, not another long corridor. Lots of generator machinery here, isn't there? And another coffee machine, maybe. Suppose everyone needs their coffee, don't they? Even people that constantly work with generator machinery and such. Another fandangled inventions and mechanical marvels. I might actually get up onto these, yeah. No real need to, though, I'd imagine. Let's be going then. Just one more part of this room to check out. Is that the wind I'm hearing outside, or just ambient music, or just air moving through these gigantic pipe-like constructions? Anything's possible in this day and age, baby dolls. Any lore on the floor while we're here? Just doing my rituals. Done with that ritual. Should have turned my lamp off while I was doing it, shouldn't I? If I'm not careful here, I'm actually going to start running out of flares. And I only meant to start using them more often just to show the features of the game, baby dolls, to all my viewers out there. Right, look, another little ledge I can get onto here. Nothing there though either. And that's where we came from, isn't it? Or is this one of those room sections? Yeah, okay, we're done with that room. So let's move on. And hope we don't get killed. I thought we were going to find a minigun in that room, but maybe it's close by. Aye, and we're going to get up to the next section without being attacked by more xenomorphs. Suppose this game doing me a favour, isn't it? Not sending more xenomorphs to attack now that I don't have friends and whatnot. Another valve that's just purely decorational, as it seems. Nice that there's slopes on these generators to help us get up, even though we can't actually do it with this one. Any lore on the floor around here that I need to know about? It seems not. No lore on the pipes either. Well then, let's get out here. Upward. Onwards and upwards, baby dolls. Not gonna be an ambush here, is there? I probably just need to break through with my knife, don't I? Yes. Hey, we're outside. How nice. I'm pretty sure we should have the minigun at some point around here though, shouldn't we? I do think this is near the end though of the map, if not the end. Obviously the shutters here aren't going to be openable, are they? Guess not. For a minute there, I thought that was a part of a train carriage or something here. If the praetorian does actually appear here like I remember it doing, we're going to need something more suitable for dealing with it, aren't we? Like, presumably these explosives from our rocket launcher here. Can we break through here? Yes. So I'm not gonna explore into that docking area just yet, as I feel like maybe, yes, we'll get something here. Health, for instance. Oh, I don't like that sound. Can't break through either. At least we've got health though. Time to get the heavy guns out. Just in case we come across what made that sound. As it stopped thundering in this place. That's nice. Okay, then I'll check up here. You never know where we might find our elusive minigun. Not gonna bother with the radioactive crates though. To think we were under here in this vent here when we got that health. That's also handy health. That's a rather creepy sound as I run over these vents like this. Don't really like how this rocket launcher takes up almost half of my view, but sometimes that's the price you've got to pay for power, isn't it? But well, now that I have this house, I just end up coming across small, fast xenomorphs and get destroyed because of it. Get eviscerated, whatever you want to call it in this day and age. I wonder if that's the exact same notification from when we were first arriving in the POC main landing facility. Parade. Population 1004. I think that's the same number after all. And this isn't a secret door, is it? When we heard that sound before, I thought it did sound a bit like, hey look, why am I locking onto him though? Unless the rocket launcher just automatically locks onto anyone, whether they're friend or foe. Have we got more smart gun? Yeah, no. Oh, we haven't. Okay, let's join our friends here. I think they get killed. Hi. What's the story here?
Are we gonna get out of here, sir?
I'd gladly get us out of here, but...
They're still coming.
But we don't really have a dropship here to get us out of here yet, do we? It's a shame, but what can you do in this day and age of limited resources and assistance, eh? I wonder if this is that landing pad 3 or whatever, which our spy friend told us about last time. Is this one openable? Looks like it's just decoration with the fuzziness. Like the door's just maybe been painted onto the wall or something. So we've just done a little circuit of the place, haven't we? Just to examine it and prepare for possible conflict which might erupt in the place, so that we'll be better prepared for such an instance. Don't think this hatch shall be openable, will it? Wouldn't it be smart to just crouch over it and hack and slash over it, or would it, like, in case it broke underneath me and I ended up falling to my death down a bottomless pit or wherever? Don't think I'll make it over there. No. Don't think I can make it onto that little exposed corner of that top box, of that lower box either. Nah, it's a lost cause trying to jump up there. Well then, I suppose there's nothing else to do now but press on. Looks like that might be an office up there by which we'll be able to send a communique to a dropship or something to get us out of here. That's assuming there is actually a dropship out there which will come for us. Our thunder's still going in the sky, it'd seem. Any lore on the floor around here? Not seeing any. Yeah, let's press on and get our friends out of here, since they're awful nervous about being here, and who could blame them? You're not gonna shut me in, are you? Once I get in here, well, look,
if you override the security system, I can contact your ship.
Speaking of the spy woman who just communicated with us then, when I was hearing her voice when I was watching my other video before, I thought her voice sounded similar to the voice of Sergeant Hall. You know, our commanding officer sergeant who died in the hive when I went to try and rescue her and she gave birth to a chest burster. Yeah, I'm wondering if both of these characters are voiced by the same person, the same woman. It's a possibility, I suppose, even though I didn't necessarily think she sounded like her just then. In the elevator we go then. Since our spy friend thinks she can get us in contact with our ship and better. So there's a ray of hope for us, even though... Oh no. About what I said about a ray of hope. Forget it. Now where could that have happened, though? I'm guessing those fellow Marines of mine will be dead though, won't they? From the grunts and groans and xenomorph sounds that I heard and all. So I might as well keep my flamethrower out. I wonder if this actually is above that place where we were. You know, since we can see down there, and since there's one of those green screen looking monitors up there like what I thought I was seeing before through that grating in the ceiling. Be fascinating if it was, wouldn't it? You know, for continuity's sake, whatnot. Seems like our elevator's broken, doesn't it? So all I can say is, it's to be hoped we can find a window to jump out of. Otherwise we might be stuck here pretty much. And with how this is a video game, you know we are going to be stuck here, don't you? Because of how there always tends to be a way out of these situations and all. Because if there wasn't, you wouldn't be able to actually complete the game, would you? Security system bypassed. I wonder. It's probably referring to the xenomorphs all over the place, isn't it? And there's no law on the floor here, it'd seem. Okay, let's press on then, and now that we've got the hope that our spy friend will be able to summon our marine friends.
The signal's fluctuating. Find the comm center and get it online.
Yes, sir. Nerd is my middle name. And if you know where I got that from, then you're almost as cruel as me, baby dolls. Alright, we can get onto the pipe, that's nice. I was thinking it might have just been a decoration, or it could just like... Dora would just go through pretty much like some games do. I think that's a reference to the mother computer again, isn't it? So maybe we are actually in touch with our fellow Marines at this point in time. Since, you know, when we were in that tunnel complex on the way to the pods earlier in the game, our Major McCain was talking about the mother computer, thinking we could get through those tunnels the way we did, with me being the single Marine on foot, going into all the security offices, opening the doors for the APC that my friends were in. Yes, I can be rather long-winded, can't I, with my thoughts and musings. As I traverse the travails of this place, whilst remaining wary of the fens and dells of the place. Oh, you stay back. No, don't be jumping at me. You're not hound dogs either. You're much more undesirable than that to have around. You ain't nothing but xenomorphs, baby, screeching all the time. You ain't nothing but xenomorphs, screeching all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a human, and you ain't no friend of mine. Oh, yes. You didn't know I was a singer, did you, baby dolls? Oh, shut this door behind me now. I think this is where we get the minigun, maybe. And, that looks like a never-ending fall, so we obviously don't want to go down there. Don't think there'll be any more xenomorphs in there, will there, after that reaction just then to me opening the door to this place? Is that our minigun? Yeah, I think it is. Let's just look at it from other directions. Not sure. Oh, just rockets. Still, that's good. For our present needs and our present situation. Well, now that looks like it could be our minigun. And it most probably is. In all probabilities of probabilities, baby dolls. kind of small, doesn't it? But then again, this is the future, baby, so a minigun would possibly be smaller than you'd expect in this kind of a situation, Sonny Jim. And now we finally have something that'll be handy for defending us, for in case we're faced with a big, nasty, ugly bulletproof foe, won't we? With how we were told that its skin or hide or whatever is capable of absorbing small arms fire. But our minigun here is hardly a small arm, is it, Sonny Jim? Far from it, in fact. And this can't be open, can I? I wonder if we can smash them because of how it looks like glass, can I? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm such a vandal, aren't I? Can we use it now then, I wonder? Guess not. Yeah, I'm not gonna break the others because I feel kinda bad about that, Sonny Jim. Any law on the floor here? Not that I can see at this point in time. Are these doors over here, I wonder? Or just decorative, fake hatch-looking fixtures on the walls? It's a possibility, I suppose. Oh no, this hasn't. Oh yeah, the alternate fire just sets it spinning so it doesn't have to warm up, doesn't it? I see how that could come in handy, given situations we could end up facing in this day and age. Okie dokie, baby dolls, let's head upstairs and do what we need to do. To presumably get in contact with our ship and then summon them here so they can get us out of here. Look, more little ledges that we can stand on. I bet you find it amazing how I find these things in games, don't you, baby dolls? And there's no law on the floor. With the shutter here, I'm wondering if this is that window I saw from outside, which I suspected that our computer system here that we need to activate will be, so we can get our ship here, the guidance system,
I'm contacting the Verloc now.
Thanks, baby. As the words changed.
Inbound from the Verloc. ETA 15 minutes. Make sure that landing bay is clear of xenomorphs.
Oh, yes, sir. What was that? Oh! That, my friends, was our big praetorian. Notice how I didn't take my finger off the trigger as I backed out of this place, as I backed out of the doorway. And that's because I was scared to stop firing in case it was able to get at me while I was warming it up. The floor's gone. Still, the elevator broke, didn't it? Get out of the way! Oh yes, isn't this good? Oh, we've got to hack our way through. I think. What does this lead to, though? Oh, it's probably somewhere where we came from. And this over. Oh yeah. Let's just hack our way through this door then and get out of here. Chain gun out. Oh, look! We just had a huge surge of luck indeed, didn't we? This is like that room from Half-Life, isn't it? Which Barney lets us into in the surface tension chapter, where you've got more weapons than you could shake a stick at. In addition to ammo and such. Is this a sniper rifle here? Yeah. So what button do we press to use this then? The 0 is... no, 9 is the minigun. Oh yeah, so 0 is the sniper rifle. I would have thought this would have been more handy for the Predator though, more than anything really. You know, with how fast xenomorphs are and whatnot, wouldn't really be practical to use a sniper rifle on xenomorphs, would it? Suppose I could try though. What fun is life if you don't try, after all? If you don't try things, eh? And there's no law other than that law that I see on that lower ledge, just hope I'm not stuck up here. No. Good thing that fan is moving too slow to be dangerous as well. So then, let's read the law. Date: October the 9th, 2230, bray. 2 days ago, bray. From Sea Salesman, bray. What's the guy got to do to get some TLC around here, bray? Richter said he and Elgin thought Arturia was absolute heaven. Time for you and me to put in some time off and check Richter's story, bray. I wish they'd fix the environmental controls, bray. This heat is driving me crazy, bray. Yes, I'm not a fan of the heat either. I much prefer the colder times of the year. But we don't always get what we want in life, do we? When all is said and done. Okay, let's trigger this so that it's ready to fire at a moment's notice. Oh, I'm hearing the sound of music. So, we're probably going to be hotly pursued by xenomorphs at some point. Oh! Die, xenos! Preferably without spilling acid on me in the process. Which way? I think it's that way. Oh, get back. Oh, any more? Yes, we're at the ladder now so we can get out of here. We need to keep the landing pad empty so our friends can arrive and land after all, and here they are now, I think. Oh, is there another praetorian? Get back, you horrible thing. I don't want you mauling me. I didn't think there was more than one praetorian. But don't land on me either. I don't want to be crushed after surviving all this. Well, this was spectacular to behold, wasn't it? Our dropship landing. Our friends died. Oh, they've died because their guns are here on the floor. So, now that you've landed, that means I can just get onto the ship, does it? Oh, I'm hearing xenomorph sounds. I'd better get out of here. Yes, we're free. We're out of here. Sigh of relief. Saviour? That's Jesus, our Lord and Saviour, yes.
I've got a signal, Frosty, but it's weak.
Tomiko.
I've done a little research. I'll feed you the coordinates of a viable entry site. It's your best bet for finding your team.
Mother says the schematics show an emergency landing bay near the pods. Can you get there?
I'm still uploading. Get your team, then get me.
I'm coming back for you, Tomiko.
You'd better.
You should have a visual in a few minutes.
You've got an escape plan, right?
Yeah, down the main lift, across the canyon floor, through a gate, and up an elevator to the auxiliary landing bay. I can get there in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Easy.
Well, I hope you're a fast
She's not
runner.
down, I'm taking her up to a safe altitude. I'll be circling above and come back for you when you make it topside again. Tomoko's going to feed you information as long as the signal lasts.
Yes, pray for the best. You stay in the air away from those xenomorphs, even though I'd rather have you down here, but now it seems we have Alice at our disposal. For 24 years I've been operating. Alice, who is Alice? Yes, time to leave the game for the time being, though. As we quit our video, end the game, and see how the video's gone. Been kind of long, but productive, so until next time, folks, bye.